Hello, Mr. Incumbent President. Hello, Portuguese commentator Shawn Michaels.
Hello, British commentator Shawn Michaels. Thank you very much. Hello, Brazilian commentator Kifiti.
Oh, God. We are already live. Oh.
We are. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everyone. Here today with you, we have the big dog, as always, and also myself as special commentator today. We also have UCI president, EMA president,
IMA, yes.
He announced that he is going to retire soon.
So shocking news, actually.
We expect, because we never expected it to happen, because he said he was going to retire 4 years ago, and we were still waiting. But apparently this time it's serious. So we hope to see some support on the stream for him and for everyone that is going to play today. So Sean, tell me, what is our central court today?
Tonight, actually, it's still evening. We are going to be looking at Group A, and it's actually a very stacked, interesting group. We have here, let me see, here we go. We have the 100-man José Pereira. We have British Flynn, Portuguese Dinley, the Tank, the mythical Luan, and Daniel GH1, and also Aquarius Streams.
That's a very, very interesting group, very complete, yes. And with a lot of people that can pass the round. I would say almost everyone here could pass in the right circumstances.
Yes, it's a very stacked group. There's a lot of good players here. I think that after what happened yesterday, with José Pereira getting that amazing 100 medals milestone, everyone will be watching him, probably even rooting for him. He's one of the greatest. To me, the greatest player of all time, and we have expectations to see him put on a show today. Let's see if that happens, or if anyone plans to ruin his plans.
Let me just tell you something. Daniel just abandoned; he can't play, and Captain Blind will be the substitute on this group. However,
oh my! You know what this means, right?
Yeah.
You don't know what this means. It means that if I had kept my cool in round one of tour, I would be playing today. But alas, I am here commentating, which is extremely fun. So this makes it. This brings a wild card to the group, wouldn't you say?
Certainly it's a wild card. And let me tell you something. We look at the group and we think, how unlucky could Flynn be when he gets the pot 6 player José Pereira and the pot 7 player Aquarius. It's quite an unlucky draw for him as pot 1, as he dominated the first round, but certainly has some players at least at his level here coming from lower pots. So it's certainly not a lot of luck for our.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. With the surprises that have been happening in these World Championships. Above all in road, but in track as well, as we've seen several top players having to fight to even qualify, let alone winning their group. So there's a big lack of balance in the pots, as there are legendary players in the lower pots, new, less recognizable players, but also good in the first pot. So it's kind of a mystery right now what kind of groups we can have, and when we finally see them, they're very competitive. Anything can happen. So I hope for a great night of racing.
I hope too.
And we're going to see the parcours now. I'm being told by our director.
Yes.
As soon as we have a look on them, let's give our thoughts about them. Okay, Here we go. What do you think, Guy?
Well, It's certainly an interesting course. We start with a flat TTT that will, in my opinion, at least in this group, not make a lot of differences. I expect everyone to be in more or less 20 seconds in this TT, even less, maybe. Of course, you know there is always one player that messes it up and
Yes, yes.
gets destroyed. It could happen to someone, but I expect, at least in this group, to everyone to be quite competitive and get a good result. And then we have two very difficult mountain stages. One with a very hard climb in the end, Le Quaque, and the second one with a downhill sprint finish. I have played this one in this tour in a friendly game with Captain Blind. Sorry, with Gabi and no, it was not Captain Blind. I thought it was. Oh, maybe I'm not sure. But the mountain stage is the stage that makes the differences. Also the TT, but this will make the difference because in the third stage is quite difficult to get some difference, and the fourth stage it's actually the one that is most interesting to me because you look at that stage and you think, well, it's going to be a sprint, it's going to be. I tell you, it isn't. This stage is way harder than it looks when man look at the profile. I have played it for the 77 sprinter. Gabi played it for the 72 hill guy, and we finish only with the mountain guy, both of us. So I have to say that this stage can make us see it like easy, and it's not at all. What do you
Well,
think?
looking at these parkours, I have to say something. Here again, we are faced with a team time trial. It seems to be a formula that we might have to expect in every round of the tour. I hope not. I would like to see some individual time trials as well. They're a big part of tours too, so I hope there's some love for them. The rest, I see stage 3 and 2 are or at least on paper, look quite beautiful. I love that in the two mountain stages there is one with the downhill finish that always brings a lot of uncertainty to the actual ending, and of course the obvious summit finish in stage 2 that we always want to see. One of the best moments of every round tour and every tour that we see. Even when not in the World Championships, stage 4, like you said, it's an interesting one. It's going to depend a lot of the lobby of what the players do. It's obviously not a simple sprint stage, and it's not a sprint. Sorry, a stage where you can go and try and win the tour, but it is one where you can lose it if something goes wrong, and it can go wrong. Uh, and it is, I believe, the second time that we end around with a sort of a hilly stage, if my memory serves me well.
Yes, but to be honest, I don't think the first one was the best choice, but I
Yes.
actually like this one. I like this
Yeah.
one a lot. I think this stage is the type of stage that I want in a tour, and because it's going to be very nervous. And in this stage, in this specific stage, nervous is everything we want, and we are going to watch it going to it's going to be hard to control when you are the leader, and this is the
Mhm.
kind of stage at least that I want. But yeah, so I like the parcours. I have to say that third stage for me it's not very interesting, but all the others are quite interesting. And let us see
Oh,
what will happen.
I actually disagree with that. I quite like the third stage for the simple fact that downhill endings bring mass unpredictability and a lot of competition for the stage ending, and they can completely shake GC. So I'm actually stage 2 is obviously the one I'm looking forward most, but stage 3 is right up there with it. So my second favorite of the day, and I think it will be if everything goes according to what I expect from these guys. It's going to be one of the stages that's going to decide for sure who goes through in this group.
I have to say that we already started the first stage, and
Yes,
Flynn
indeed.
on the front right now. EMEA is focusing on Flynn. I guess he was the first one to go out.
Yes.
Then is Dinley, then Aquarius, then Jose Pereira, then Luon, and finally Captain the Tank and Captain Line. So it's going to be interesting to see what these people can do in the first intermediate sprint. I have the idea that let us see. Yes, the times were around 10:30 in my practice game, so I guess that's more or less what they are doing. The wind is not very strong; it's only 13. Is against in this part, but yeah, more or less everyone does the same time because they just put 83 on front and just push, of course. So it's quite long.
Jose Pereira currently leading, but there's
Not Jose Pereira, it's Dinley.
Aquarius.
It's
Oh,
Dinley
it's Dinley,
actually.
but there's
And
thing one. It's Aquarius takes the lead, but Dinley
now
and
Jose Pereira.
and yeah, they keep coming. So Jose Pereira, Aquarius, Dinley, Flynn, all on the same time,
Luan
and
same
Luan
time.
as well.
Well,
Well, this isn't a big surprise. We know what they are doing. First part, everyone is doing the same, but what comes after it is what's going to matter.
Flynn already lost 1 second. Yeah, interesting. But
Wait, who's
everyone,
France one?
France 1 is the tank, if I'm not wrong. And now the second
Oh,
intermediate is the point where things change. We see the 21:33 and already the ball by Flynn, and this is quite early to do it from my experience, maybe a bit. But Dinley is also doing it, so maybe it's the perfect strategy if you do it correctly. And it takes
hello, Marcel. Sorry to interrupt you.
yeah. Take 6 seconds from Flynn on the first intermediate and take 5 from Aquarius. So an interesting strategy by Dinley, but maybe a bit risky
But
because
is it too soon? Yeah, exactly. Is it too
Jose Pereira
soon?
does the same. Clearly, they are on the same page.
I mean,
But
I guess all of these guys, or most of them, recon this, but there's always the risk that things go south here. Let's see.
yes, Luon. Oh, the tank train completely destroyed itself.
Oh.
But still, he can pass.
But
He passed in the same time as the others. Captain
it was a
Blind.
messy transition, but he managed to fix it.
Yeah. Captain Blind also, so everyone is on the same time except for Flynn that is 3 seconds back and the two Portuguese that are on the front. And there goes
And
Flynn.
now Flynn, 1 second behind Dinley.
Yes, he cut down the 7 second difference to just one. Aquarius maintains himself in the 7 second margin. And Jose Pereira comes now easily to take the first position, tied with Dinley. And Flynn is coming to the line, and he does the first time,
Let's
35,
see if he
37.
can hold on to it. Here comes Dinley, not doing the fast relays yet, or
No,
no
he
longer doing
completely
them.
he missed the moment, and he
Yeah.
clearly knew he had not enough bars. But
He
let
had
us
to recover. Let's see the time he does, and he
he
loses
lost
3 seconds.
3
As we
seconds.
spoke about too soon, he got a bit greedy there, I think.
Yes, Aquarius maybe too late,
Yeah,
and
9 seconds.
9 seconds. That's
And there goes Giuseppe Leiva, 3 riders. Oh, let's see if he can put them all.
1 second.
Oh, 1 second.
Flynn still
Flynn?
leads. Now the three
Flynn?
French,
Let's see what the French can do, yeah.
Luon 2
2
seconds.
seconds. Here comes the tank. He's got the speed. He's moving well. Let's see. Oh,
Seconds.
same time. Who's gonna take it? Because sometimes it can happen that the positions reverse at the end of the
Captain
lobby.
Blind. So everyone
Blind.
did exactly what I said it was going to happen. Everyone in 3 seconds, besides Aquarius, that is 9 seconds back on the group.
It's not a good start for the Spanish rider, but it's only 9 seconds in a tour like this. Everything can obviously happen.
Yes, but the differences are very, very low in these TTTs.
Yes, which proves the quality of the lobby. Yes, it's not a hard TTT, but when it comes to this level, you gotta be good to not screw it up, and they all did great. And we have the confirmation of Flynn's win.
As soon as I have the results from other groups, I will comment it so we can tell already if in the other groups there is a difference between the best ones and the.
Hello, Hixie. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, indeed. I would like to know that as well to see what were the differences because this is a very, very tight, close start as we expected. In a group like this, what else could happen. And now the big one, the one I'm looking for. Let's see the body count here and who's gonna suffer more.
It's going to be crazy.
As we wait for the start, I would like to.
This is the important stage. Let me just tell you,
Yes,
Miko
please.
took 5 seconds on everyone on his group, 5 seconds on Leo, 5 seconds on Shadow, 6 seconds on Healing, 8 seconds on Finn, 12 seconds on Miro, and almost 20 seconds, 19 in Bengyong. So there is already some differences in that group. I expected our group to have less differences than the
I'm
others.
not shocked. I'm not shocked, especially for being Miko. He's well known to recon time trials to their exhaustion. So unless he had a big mistake, I was expecting him to do something like that. But let's see if he can sustain that momentum in the actual mountains, though.
Yes, certainly he now has to assume his role of leadership and don't let breaks go. And we know something he is expert on. So we are going to see how
Ladies
that
and
group
gentlemen,
also
welcome.
develops. As
Today
Group
is a
I
day for the
results are
climbers.
also in.
The team leaders
Piero
should have their work
Chaka
cut
wins
out, and they're going to have
the
to count on the
TT,
support of
getting
their
4
teammates.
seconds on
Alone, it
Raul,
looks difficult,
12 seconds
unless an
on
ideal
Jakob, and
opportunity
16
offers
seconds
itself.
on Ivar and Fefe, as Evert loses 44 seconds and Sergio almost 1 minute. That is quite a big difference.
That is huge. That's a huge loss there, and that means he has to be proactive in the race instead of reactive now.
Yep, that group has differences on the TT. I have to say that their times are not better than these times. So I guess they just mess up. The guys.
That's always something that is likely to happen to those that haven't had enough time to.
Actually, Miko times were far worse than times of Piero. Almost 50-second difference. And now we are approaching this first climb that is quite destructive here on the stage.
I like it.
And this is a climb that I doubt in real life you could climb on a bike.
Yeah, this is quite
14, 15, 16 inclination, 17. This is amazing. This is hard as hell. As Aquarius takes the lead, 18 seconds.
Interesting.
18%, I mean. And
yeah,
there is no wind.
Around 18. Yeah, well, I mean, it's rideable in real life, it is, but it's really, really steep. We've seen a few that have a little bit more in real life, and they're not easy at all.
Cars clearly are not well parked. I think they will fall from that.
Yes, but I think Cyanide forgot some safety there. Safety first, guys.
Yeah, now we are going to underwater. One of the best moments of our race.
Amazing race moment. We are now taking a trip to under the sea level, so we're visiting Twan's land.
You need to like triathlon because you are going to swim also. And
at any point, I expect them to pick up their rifles and start shooting.
Yes, that's biathlon, not triathlon.
I know.
I will let pass the thing that you don't know about sports. But
no, I do know about sports. It was just a perfect good joke, and you had to ruin it.
Sorry. Well, Aquarius is on the front now. 4 riders for Aquarius and 5 riders for Captain Black. No, sorry, for Luan. No, Luan has 6 riders. Everyone from Luan is there.
Oh, we have Josep Pereira in the back.
Of course.
It's 45 seconds.
Jose Pereira can't let them go because 6 riders of Luan on the front could be danger. And it has to cut the difference. The yellow jersey also there.
I see Flynn there. I have no idea who the guy wearing the jersey on his team is.
I don't know either, but I guess it's not the...
But I'm guessing it's not the leader because he's helping out in the front naturally. Part of his duties if he doesn't want to lose it.
Is Luke Rowe.
Luke Rowe. Okay.
So Aquarius now has a very interesting position. He can, and also Luan with this 40-second advantage. Not that this breakaway is going anywhere, but they can attack and maybe form a smaller group and open the difference. Aquarius is pushing hard. I think Aquarius leader is probably also on this group. Confirm me.
There's a sprint here. Let's see if someone goes for it with their leader. We have we have a sprinter actually from the tank.
Luon takes second with his leader, what means Luon is now the leader of the general classification.
I have no idea who was third, but that person also takes a second.
Yes, but I think that second will not make the difference in the point outs. It was Luon too.
It was Luon's man, exactly. So we have a new yellow jersey for now.
Yes, new yellow jersey, tied. I mean, it's 2 seconds, right? So it's tied with the Flynn.
Yes, I believe so. I think it was 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was 2
behind.
seconds.
Yes.
It was
so
2
right
seconds.
now it's going to depend. If they end on the same time, it's going to depend on stage placement. So let's see.
Yeah,
right
but
now,
certainly they will not, because at least some of those will get bonifications on the finish line.
Let's not forget that's there's a group here of people that can climb. So yeah, I see an interesting fight between a lot of people here. So who knows?
Yes, and now the group is all together, and I think no one will try to attack before the climb. And they will just start the Col de la Croix with everyone together. Let us see. 2 kilometers to start the climb. And Luon did an interesting move, because the points classification, I tell you already, will be probably disputed by the mountain guy. So
yes, absolutely.
So the mountain guy of Luon takes already, I think, 6 points, if I'm not wrong.
There is one small thing though. I don't know how many kilometers each of those climbs have, especially the last one, but sprinting might make a difference in the final sprint. Sprinting there.
Yeah, but he didn't sprint. He just put 0.85 and passed second.
Yeah, but he still had to spend a little bit of his energy to get those points. So let's see if it doesn't come back to haunt him. As we know, every single millimeter of that bar might come to play in the final climb.
Certainly, and we are starting Col de la Croix now, and Dinley is putting himself on the front. I think he's just spending the flat guy that will not be useful in this stage anymore. And we are going to see if someone moves. Mainly, if you want to move, I think the right place here is the flat part of the Col de la Croix, more or less in the middle. You can move, but
kind of curious to see if someone's going to make an early pass to try and get that KOM jersey. Kind of curious to see if someone's going to try either with the puncher or the 78 guy.
I have to say to you that I also think that that is irrelevant. The mountain jersey will also be taken by the mountain guy. And only your leader counts.
True. There is always the possibility of putting a lesser rider in the break to minimize the points that people get.
Yes, certainly.
Some of these players, not all, because some of them are very cold and stick to the actual plan. But some of these players might try and get those points for their leader if the group is all together during the actual KOM.
Yes, I'm reading here, blah blah blah.
Sounds good.
Trying to understand because only the first rider from every person counts, but I don't know, and it's quite not explained if your second rider takes the points out of another person. You know what I mean?
No, he does. I mean for intermediate, he does. For stages, I have no idea, to be honest.
If you finish first and second, you only take points for first. But
yes, I know. I have no idea.
But I don't know if the one that finishes third takes points for third or for second. That is my doubt.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. I remember that was discussed on round one, and when I was playing it, I actually knew the answer to that.
Oh, Emea just told me it takes points for seconds, so vacant points don't count. Vacant places don't exist. You just take points for. So you ignore.
What's your opinion on that?
I dislike that model, I have to say. I think every rider should count in the KOM sprints and general classification, but that's only my opinion, and I'm not an
In
expert.
KOM classifications, definitely, but don't you think that in the overall and stuff like that, that it at least increases the competitive? Oh, I'm lacking the word. The competition. That wasn't the word I was looking for, but don't you think it makes for a more competitive race?
I don't know. I have my doubts. Would
I
need
mean,
to.
let's put it
Oh,
this
there
way.
is an attack by Aquarius there.
Oh,
Aquarius moves. He tries to join the front group. Where is Luon, if I'm not wrong? Am I right? I mean, front
I
group.
believe you are. No,
Oh,
it's the tank.
The tank, sorry. I saw a French and I thought it was Luon. No, it's the tank and Aquarius, and they are moving just in the spot I told you they were going to move. In the
Yeah, as expected, that's really the best place.
Yes.
So
And
it's a smart attack.
now it's Jose Pereira assuming the leadership of the group and trying to reduce a bit the difference, or at least maintain the gap, like 20 seconds. It's a controllable gap, but we are going to see. Dinley is on the left side of the group, also in very good position is Flynn.
I think Jose isn't going to give much space to breaks. I played with him in Mont Ventoux in classics, and it was an actual mistake from him that ended up compromising both his sprints with the 78 guy and the 82 mountain guy. So I think he learned from that as expected, and he's not going to give too much time to breaks, or I hope he won't.
Well, I certainly expect them not to give any room. So let us see what is going to happen. Things are interesting because Aquarius is almost getting to the tank, and Flynn is also around. So I think they are trying to fight mountain points, but I'm not sure if that will worth anything at the end. But let us see. The tank and the Flynn and Aquarius. Oh, now it's the one moving on the group. And there are some people that just stayed on the wheels and just try to get the most riders to the top. What do you think?
Can we see the peloton, please?
I think some people can manage to put the 5 riders on the top.
We see Captain Blind seems to be the one putting the rhythm a little bit faster. Answering to your question, I think putting riders in the front at this point is actually a good tactic. I think trying to preserve them here.
Luan attacked with the 82 mountain. I didn't realize.
Oh my.
And there is Flynn taking the point with the climb, with the hills guy, and Aquarius is coming, and there is Luan with the 82 mountain.
Oh, I didn't notice that as well. That completely changes the.
I don't know if the peloton noticed it. At least Captain Blind is working, but I don't know about the others.
I believe Captain Blind finally. I see Dinley now as well, and I see the tank. Yes, the tank also. So I don't know if they noticed right immediately because it looks like at least a delayed reaction, but interesting.
There is a very good zone in this downhill to attack, and it's just after this moment. So this small flat part is good to attack because you can recover all the bars till you get to the end. And there goes Captain Blind, 99 pace, trying to catch
now. This puts a completely different scenario on the table. That is, those guys that have men in the front, men in the break, can actually afford to burn someone here because they can then count on the support of those guys that survived the first climb if needed.
Let us see if someone attacks. It's Dinley closing the gap.
Dinley closes that gap, and his break with his leader is over for a while.
Well, the difference is 1:35 to Aquarius and almost 3 minutes to the front group of the tank and Flynn. Interesting move. Let us see what they can do in the flat part, because of course you always spend a lot on the flat, and the peloton has Dinley has 5 riders as I expected, and Jose Pereira also 5 or 6, I'm not sure, 5. So we have a very, very strong group that will certainly push the difference down in the flat.
Yeah, absolutely. If everyone in both groups Peloton and Break works together, oh, this should be a very interesting chase, and let's see at which point they will catch them. Now we have Preva working with Mendonça.
Aquarius is trying to reduce the difference, but Jose Pereira is now going strong in this flat part, and this flat part will kill
Using
Aquarius.
Mendonça naturally here, a great worker for this part. So
Mendonça and Almeida just got out of the group.
I don't. But that was a temporary gap.
Yeah. I know, but it's certainly that Aquarius will pay a bit by this effort in the flat part, because you can never recover fully, and this flat part is a long flat part. It's almost 18 kilometers, so it's still a lot to go. And Aquarius is almost getting to the front group. I don't know what is the Aquarius' idea. Probably he should stop. I mean, if he can get to the front group, maybe.
Emil, who does he have aside Zabarastudi?
Aquarius in the front.
In the front, Emil.
Yes,
I didn't see. That's what, the puncher?
Yes, the puncher. It's a rather puncher. Yeah, and that is the attack of the tank. He lets Flynn back, and now Flynn needs to recover the difference. They are playing for the intermediate sprint, and Aquarius is also trying to put his 77 sprinter probably, or no, I would say the climber in the intermediate sprint. But I don't see the point, because as I told you, it's going to be hard, even on the final stage, to pass the climber to sprint.
Flynn is actually doing one smart thing. I'm not going to speculate on the full plan, but at least one thing he is assured, being the yellow jersey, and with no other leaders in the front, as one was caught, he doesn't need to work. He has a man in the break.
I imagine that Aquarius' plan is actually getting the sprint classification with his 74-82 guy. But
even if that fails, there's always the possibility of later counting with those guys for some help.
Go to the sprint. We are approaching it, 3 kilometers. But I doubt Aquarius will get the pointers with that sprinter. But let us see.
I don't know. I don't remember how many intermediates. It's actually a good question. If that's the idea, I don't know, because I think all the classifications here in normal supersets, and Aberasturi is going to take it.
It's actually the 77. Aquarius played it for the 77. That's weird.
That's again, we're talking without seeing the full sprints of all the parcours, but. From what I remember, I think in normal circumstances, all the jerseys are going for leaders.
Yeah, I also agree. I am looking at parcours, and there is no absolute way of getting more points with your 77 sprinter besides the first intermediate of the. Let me really quick. The first intermediate of the fourth stage. I think it's the only one that you can get something there, but still. Makes not a lot of sense to me, and even on that stage, the second intermediate, no, it's impossible. You can't get to the first intermediate. You can get first intermediate of the third stage. Yeah,
I can understand doing it with the puncher, for example, because if you get, I don't know if secondary positions are also voided if they belong to the same player, like first and third.
Yeah, it's voided.
If it's voided, then I have no idea what they're doing, to be honest. I mean, if they were working in the front, passing by the sprint and ignoring it, that would make sense. This does not make sense at all.
Yeah, intermediate gave 10 points, stage 15, and last stage gives 40. So yeah, it makes absolutely no sense. I will pass you really quick the image of the parcours so you can see it, but the second and third stage are changed. So second stage is actually the third that I said on but you see
there's
no
definitely nothing there in the third stage
no
for
intermediate sprints whatsoever,
unless there's a break, but even then the chances and in the fourth stage there is an intermediate sprint that isn't likely to be. It's going to depend on the race, but as we know, this might very well blow up in the fourth stage and end up being for leaders. So it isn't something to gamble on. I don't really know what he's trying here, to be honest.
No. I have to say, Emir says that the PSG scored a goal, so we have to say that all my homies support Manchester City. So,
As a Man United fan, go PSG. Even though they are French, still better than Man City winning.
never support a French rule of life.
That's true. That's true. I know.
You need to realize your priorities. Football is one thing. Supporting French is
okay.
another.
Then let's have Manchester City winning now.
Thank you. And so we are watching as Captain Blind is still on the front of the group with Jose Pereira and Luon also very well. And someone dropped from the front group. I guess it was the domestic of the tank, and also Aquarius.
I don't like what Captain is doing here. Can we go back to that, Maya? Captain was with Bardet on the front of the climb.
Yeah, it is Bardet.
Now, I can understand it. Back then, it was a little bit soon.
Well, I don't understand the move for sure, but yeah, sure. Try, and he is even on front. Now he's trying to move, I think. Latour puts himself on front. The tank passes first in the mountain climb after he did the same on the one before.
Cano goes second and Aquarius goes third.
Luan now moves on the front and Captain Blind moves on the back of the group. The group is now only with 17 riders, so everyone has only 3 riders on the group. Besides Aquarius, that has only 2, but his rider is on the front, Flynn the same, and the tank the same. So almost everyone has the same number of riders. As we start this very short downhill, to be honest. And
Palta now has 18 riders. Someone recovered, or someone got caught. It was the tanks guy, actually. Yeah, the tank. I think the tank had a second guy. Yeah.
Oh god.
Here we see Godou. 58 seconds lead, not 1 minute. What, did PSG score again?
Yep.
Oof.
No, it's still 1-0.
Okay.
I'm trying to look at the same time, but stay with us, guys. We are more interesting than PSG. And Gaudu has 78 mountain. You won't be happy, says Emir. Certainly wouldn't. If you are not aware of the most recent polemic, please read the next World Championship magazine. I'm sure it will be there somewhere. The article.
Wait, which one? There are so many.
The polemic with Gaudu.
Oh, okay.
Certainly. So we start the next climb just now, and we have this advantage of the tank down to 1 minute 50. I don't know if he's going to the top alone. I doubt. He's trying to take the mountain points, of course, but I doubt he can get to the top. 130? No, it looks like it's impossible.
It doesn't seem like enough of a time gap, and people are starting to speed up a little bit on the pace. We have Jose Pereira and Luan in the front, speeding it up, Dinley arriving in the middle.
Just a minute.
Aquarius now, I see, naturally a lot of people, a few people got back in after that descent.
Captain Blind, not Captain Blind, sorry, Luon with 4 riders. Interesting.
Yeah, Carlos as well, I believe.
Carlos, really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh no, 3.
3. Yeah, and Flynn also.
Oh, it's Flynn.
Luon now reduced to 3, what means Flynn is the one with more now. It doesn't mean a lot, but it's always a help, you know.
It means he at least gets Cano, I believe that was the guy in the break to help a little bit in that first part of the climb.
Well, we are going slowly up as Luon takes the front very strong, Dinley on the right side, Aquarius on the middle, and Flynn is just saving himself. We don't saw a lot of Flynn so far. He loses now his fourth man.
And
So
that's exactly what you want to see in a tour from a guy that's aiming for the GC. So I think so far he's playing it very well. I think that Luan in the front, right? Yeah, I think Luan has been aggressive, but let's see if at the end he's not going to pay that price. Because there's ways to be aggressive and succeed, and there's ways to be aggressive that will cost you. And I think he's going in for the second, and there he goes. As I speak, he attacks.
yes, there he goes. And we have a very good attack by Luon. Let us see what he can do, if he can get to the top with difference. I guess he can. But will he be able to pass the three rivals? I doubt.
Oh, and Flynn now is
Flynn goes on the move. He knows it's
now
time to
moves.
shine.
10%.
He needs.
Yeah, this is a good time to start moving, and Flynn as the yellow jersey kind of has the responsibility to not give a chance to Luan to make this work. But Luan loses one man. He's going to get to go do really soon. So even though they didn't cut the gap yet, Godu is for sure not going to win that KOM.
Certainly not, but still is there. Oh, he tries attack. Maybe
maybe he still has. Oh no.
I don't think so. Luan is to go take 1-2.
Yeah, surely he's done. Yeah, Luan takes the 1-2.
And the tank still takes third.
Oh, and there goes Flynn with Thomas and Yates, I believe.
Yes, and this is interesting moves. People start to make differences as Captain Blind crosses the top with three riders. Very, very good for him.
Flynn was very passive during the entire stage.
Oh, and he opens the gap.
So
Captain Blind opens a small gap there, and that will be a very interesting move. Dinley and Jose Pereira stay back. Also, the tank is there, and Aquarius, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, and Aquarius is down to two men only. Not looking good for the Spanish at this point.
No, and the tank is normal. Aberasturi was in the attack, if you remember, in the start of the stage.
Yeah, but that's exactly what we were talking about. Later,
it looks even worse for the tank, as he has only one rider in the peloton.
Oh yeah, that's not good at all. I have no idea what he has been doing with his man, but that's terrible.
Yeah, it took a lot of mountain points, but I mean, could he do the same on the second stage and take more and actually fight the mountain classification? And will it destroy his chances on the general classification?
It will, unless he decides to do the opposite in the third stage. But even then, I would say it's a big risk, but one that's not going to pay off unless he at least gets a top 4 or something.
And this next climb comes after almost 3 kilometers flat path that will damage some people. But Luon is going to enter the mountain with a small advantage.
He has that extra man to help him work on that little bit of flat. That's what he needs. That's very important.
I don't know if that minute will be enough. Someone is on the back. Can you show us, Emea, who is on the back? 30 seconds back from the group. It's Nieve and Villamos. Aquarius is alone. Aquarius is alone on the group.
Terrible news.
Oh,
this stage ending, as I expected, might turn into a bloodbath for some.
Yeah, Aquarius will for sure pay his first stage.
And Jose Pereira calmly with 3 guys now putting some pace.
He knows
features some dreadful percentages.
He needs to cut his difference on Luon, and Luon cannot be allowed to start the mountain with more than 2 minutes, and it's 1 minute 20 now. So 1 minute 50 actually.
Luon might be just upping the pace a little bit too much right now. 18 kilometers to go of a 19.2 climb. 19.2.
It's lagging a bit, the differences, to be honest. I'm confused. But
yeah. I think Luan really started with a high pace, but now Jose Pereira goes for it.
Aquarius is completely alone. Terrible.
Yeah, Jose Pereira has 3 men. He certainly has the manpower advantage. If he goes now, he might be hard to catch. Not gonna lie. Aquarius tries to get desperately get those two men back to get some help, but it might be a little bit too
That's
late.
a strange move by Jose Pereira, to be honest. He could have stayed on the group and don't do that move.
Yeah, but he has the manpower. He has the manpower. He can afford to try and do this, and whoever has three men can afford to try and chase him. The others, not so much though. They have to keep their pace themselves.
Aquarius is trying to put Nieve into the group, only 20 seconds back, the domestic of Aquarius, but I don't...
Yeah, he's back, but he's not gonna last. I think he's almost back. He's not gonna last long, even if he makes it, I think.
The tank is alone. The tank is also alone.
Nieve arrives.
No, he's not alone. He's not alone. Sorry, he has two riders. Sorry, it was my mistake.
He has Godu, but Godu was in the break. I don't expect him to last that long.
And Jose Pereira is reduced to two men, and the only guy that has three men is Dinley. In this moment.
Now let's see if Dinley can take advantage of that extra guy to speed up that pace, increase that pace, try and catch those guys.
Well, certainly he's taking advantage of that guy to do what to stay on the wheel of Captain Blind.
Oh, but he's dead.
And that's a disaster.
Costa is dead.
That's a disaster move by Dinley, in my opinion. He should have stayed on Captain Blind's wheel. But that makes no sense, and Gonçalves also lost there.
Oh, in 10 seconds, he went from heaven to hell.
I can't understand the move of Dinley. I can't.
There was some...
Yeah, that is clearly a mistake, and Jose Pereira takes advantage of it and goes...
Captain Blind tries to follow, Flynn is responding. Who's it gonna be? We have 35 seconds from E1 to E2, 70 seconds from the E2 to the front. Pereira pacing hard, he's followed by Luan. Captain Blind is now reached by Flynn. 42 seconds.
And 10 kilometers up alone by Jose Pereira now.
But he has the energy. If he managed it well, it's a great time to just start pacing himself up to the top. Let's see if they can still respond. But
everyone is alone. Everyone is alone besides Dinley. Let's see.
Let's hope that mistake didn't cost Dinley the help he could still get from his guy.
1 minute. That's a huge advantage. It can't last.
Starting to look too big, and there goes.
The tank also attacks.
The tank follows. Dinley uses that second guy to push and try to join them. Flynn is going hard.
Yes, difference is still 1 minute. I don't know if Luan is collaborating on the front, but...
I have no idea, but the tank... Sorry?
I don't think so. I think Luan is staying on Jose Pereira's wheel. What is actually a decent move by him trying to get there.
Yeah, he has to do it because he's been in the front before. He definitely has less energy than Jose. If he's smart, he's just gonna get behind him, try and survive as long as possible, and then put his own pace when he can't follow.
Difference is 40 seconds. Captain Blind is the first to drop, what is actually very strange because he
But and that's why with him, he's a decent climber actually.
Aquarius and the tank also dropped, that was expected.
Dinley reaches, Dinley is about to reach Jose Pereira. And there we have the Portuguese. Flynn is about to reach them.
It looks more and more like a 1-2 for the Portuguese, or can Flynn get in there? Also, Carlos is coming at his pace, but he is certainly not going to get to the top dogs today. And
Let's see if Flynn can still make it or not. That's the big... Oh, it's growing again. But Flynn places a little bit hard. 3.4 to go. Shut the fuck up, phone.
Flynn is back. Captain Blind is trying to take the others back, but I doubt they will get there. Flynn
it's going to be a three-man sprint. No, Captain desperately trying to take it. Jose Pereira speeds up, Dinley on his wheel. Flynn has to recover that little bit of a gap.
Flynn is dead. Flynn can't follow. Flynn can't follow. It's going to be 1-1. Dinley versus Jose Pereira. Jose Pereira stops. Dinley doesn't want to move. He doesn't pass Jose Pereira for a moment. He knows his will. He has his will. And there goes Jose Pereira. Dinley is on the wheel.
Dinley on the wheel. Dinley waiting for his moment. Let's see if he can pass the other Portuguese, Jose Pereira. pacing it up, getting that sprint ready. It's almost coming.
Watch out. A team
700
is falling
meters.
behind.
Flynn
And it's
behind.
going to be a historic 1-2 for
It's a 1-2
Portugal.
guaranteed, but who's
There goes
gonna
the
win
sprint.
it?
The
And it's
strong
Oh,
pair
it's
are
Jose
giving it
Pereira.
their all.
Jose
He speaks
Pereira
for the
break.
Flynn, and he has it.
Splendid solo
Everyone
win. And
is
a
broken.
well-deserved
Oh,
one.
Pablo
Aquarius
The
third.
race is
me.
run, but the poor
Oh, and
souls bringing up
Flynn
the rear continue
loses
to cross the line. It's a
45
bit of a knock
seconds,
for the morale.
give or take. Not a
Yeah.
great start on the mountain stage for the former leader.
Whoa,
It must
amazing. Jose Pereira won, literally going alone the last 10 kilometers, always
that
pushing himself
was
of the
great
others.
energy management. He kept three men for quite a long time, almost longer than anyone else. But he did so in the right conditions, as the result shows. And then, at around 9 kilometers to go, I think he he knew he was ready to go. He knew he had the energy to go. And if someone knows the pace he needs to take to get that win, it's the 100 man.
And this is very, very interesting.
Amazing climb by the Portuguese, looking here for his 101st medal, by the way.
Oh, God. This is going to be very, very narrow. But the difference is there. And we are going to see how many seconds. But Aquarius did the perfect climb. He saved the day. He saved the
He
day.
definitely took advantage of other people's mistakes, and he managed to do what he had to do in that situation. Put his own pace. Do not panic. Do not try and go desperately after someone. I think Flynn made that mistake, and Aquarius ended up saving his race. For now, at least.
Well, let us see. Let us see the general classification. I'm interested.
Yeah.
Really.
As we wait, as I was saying when we were broadcasting the time trial earlier, the one between Miru and Shadow, I did talk with Jose during the day. I expect this interview to be published in a future edition of the World Championship magazine, but we will take a quick look at it while we wait. We talked about a few things. One of them, obviously, the milestone he achieved yesterday. Let me just pick up the transcription. He says that I asked him if he still has that hunger and that drive that not only leads him to wanting to win, but if he still appreciates it every time it happens. He says he does. He says probably not the same extent as when he started, like 9 years ago. But he still plays to win.
Now for the race
And winning
highlights.
in the biggest PCM tournament of the year is always special. My opinion is that when you see someone putting such a show like he did, and I really expected him to do that today, I think the drive is still there. I think winners want to win, even after they've won everything there is to win. So much
Let
respect
me
to
just
that.
do a really quick go through the other groups where
Yes,
Leo
please.
Palandri destroyed everyone and put 1 minute 30 on everyone on the
Oh
mountain
my.
stage and completely dominated the general classification. Miru Ribera was second, Ben Young was third, but they were more than 1 minute 30 behind Leo Falandri. This is quite a destructive day. Also, the one that did the best time trial compared to the others was Slomi. Slomi, it's the second guy, then VDB by 11 seconds, put 20 on Floxing, 30 on Guilherme, and more than 40 in the both Argentinians. So it's very, very good differences there.
You know, looking at those results and looking at these ones from this group, even
Greetings to
when
all.
destruction of the race happens, it still seems like this is definitely a well balanced group.
An early breakaway
The
and
other
build up
group
a
was a
good lead if
massive
they want
sprint
to
where
win.
Raul
However,
took the
it has to
win,
be said that their
and
chances of
with
doing
that,
so are slim,
Piero was
if
second.
not
So Raul takes
non-existent.
general classification, but he's
Mm.
tied with Piero.
So we had the
So
good old wheel sucking then.
yeah, no, everyone came together to the finish line. Even Sergio, that finished seventh, was still on the same page as the others. The same time, I mean. But I'm interested on knowing the differences on time on this group, and I don't know about them.
17 seconds for Dinley. I remember. Emma, can you show us? I don't
Show us
remember
the
everything.
classification.
17 seconds for Dinley, 20 for the tank, 25 for Aquarius, Flint 49, same time for Luan. Captain has 51 seconds. So 51 seconds from first to last. Flint 49. It's starting to look like a four-man fight, but let's see if the other guys can respond on this stage.
Show us sprint and mountain, please. Sprint is for Jose Pereira. He leads with Amaro Antunes, his climber, is first place. Second for Dinley, third for the tank, fourth to Luan, and fifth and sixth for both riders of Aquarius. What about mountain classification?
The tank 26 points with Godou, Cannot 20.
That was the move. That was the thing he tried to win, and it probably
that's not gonna last.
I don't know, but maybe he can put the 78th mountain in the early break and get first categories, and that would be enough.
That could be enough, but given that the race has changed since then, there are people now that need to recover quite a few interesting gaps. His plans might be ruined if someone decides to go early. The tank's carrying his movement.
He just needs to be aware and maintain the pace and be aware of the others, and he's not doing that because he's very bad.
Flynn is attacking.
Yeah, and I think he takes with him Peter Kenneth, that is second of the mountain classification.
Now he desperately needs to get at least one of the secondary jerseys. He's fifth place, I believe. That's not the place where he wants to be.
Team attack by Luan.
Oh my!
5 guys on the move. That's not expected. It's not
5 or 6. I thought to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there a sixth man? Show us.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, six man.
6-man breakaway, and that goes to the top alone. But I don't think Jose Pereira will let him. The tank now on the move. He knows he needs to go with Luan if he wants a chance of getting the mountain classification.
And there goes the tank. 3 man.
Who is on the wheel of Godou? I think it's the 7482.
It's Madouas.
It's a 70 mountain. Okay.
It's a 70 mountain, yeah.
I don't know if that's perfect move because Luan is just going to pace fully till the top. Maybe the hills guy could be a better helper there. Aquar is also on the move, and Jose Pereira also on the move.
I think that Luan, having done that team attack, completely screwed everyone's plans that they could have for the KOM.
And Aquarius and Jose Pereira on the move too, and they open a 20-second.
4 guys for Aquarius. Did I see that correctly?
What? Sorry?
4 guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but not the mountain leader. He's still.
Yeah, but still respectable amount.
And 4 kilometers to the top, and Luan is reduced to 5 riders. He already lost one of his riders. Aquarius' new move. Again with 4 riders. Let us see if they can make the difference. The tank is coming to the front slowly but steady, and he's there. I think. No, not still. The turn was.
Man, if you could zoom out a bit on your game, would be very helpful for us. When you go to the groups, you would see a little bit better.
Don't need to zoom out so much, but yeah.
Yeah, no, not so much, but.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And Luan is.
Okay, there we go.
And
that's good.
Fling is playing hard to take his 7482 guy to the front. Aquarius is also on the move. Jose Pereira knows his will. And the tank is coming to the front. 1 kilometer to go. Is Luan going to take the mountain point, or is the tank, or is he going to let the tank take it? I think
if Luan wants to, he could definitely take them, but does he? Flynn attacks. Flynn attack.
Is going to be
he's not. Luan doesn't want to give the chance, but it's going to be close. Flynn a second.
Sean, you are watching in the wrong place. You are watching.
Yes, yet again.
Yeah.
I love it when that happens. Second time today, actually.
Aquarius and Jose Pereira are in this small break with the.
Oh wait, there's 22 guys in the peloton. I don't think Dinley made any move, if I'm correct.
No, he didn't.
Interesting.
So the peloton is going to be all together, but we are going to see. I think Luan is going to attack in this flat part. if I'm not wrong. Let us see. Is it? He has 4 riders or 5? I'm not sure. Maybe 4.
If there's a stage to do crazy movements, this one definitely fits that bill. So it's gonna be interesting to see if he can take this effort to the finish line or not.
Four
Right
riders?
now,
4
Four
riders.
rider. he cannot afford to lose riders too quickly if he wants to do something out of this. Aquarius has 3.
Joseph Pereira is there. 78 Mountain of Joseph Pereira is there.
Interesting. So, let's see what he's up to. Only 2 guys for him. Who's the other one? Is it the puncher? I didn't see for Joseph Pereira.
No, I think it's
It's the 70 mountain guy. Oh,
the 78 and 70. Yes, exactly.
okay, that makes sense.
We are going to start the next climb with all these guys on the front, and I think Luon is probably the mountain classification leader right now.
We're into the downhill
Not
section.
probably.
The riders can take a breather, but they can't let their guard drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, we are liking the spectacle. Yes, Luon.
Yes, we are enjoying the spectacle indeed. I definitely expected action in a stage like this. There's a different component to and that's why I love these types of stages, because they can definitely add some spectacle to a tour. And there's that component where you don't need to worry so much about your energy, because the finish is on a downhill. You just need enough to pass that last climb.
2 minutes 20 between the groups, the peloton and the front group. The group of Aquarius is somewhere on the middle, and we start
or whatever the term is. So he's in the middle of nowhere.
With this advantage of 2 minutes to the group of Aquarius and almost 3 to the group of the front. So we are going to see if someone moves on this one.
I think that shows that
don't understand.
Yeah,
Don't understand why, but
there's really a big mess going on here.
and now he's pacing on the
Pacing in the peloton? I don't. Is he trying to leave? I don't.
I don't know.
Maybe he's pacing in the front. I kind of got lost there right now. I don't know what he's doing.
I think Aquarius is probably not
Drunk?
fighting the same race as we are.
Is he drunk? Maybe.
Yeah, okay, let me just tell you really quick that Toy Nu won the second stage on Davi's group. He beat Goga, Frabo and Davi in the front group, with Tutua, As Gaming and El Colombiano losing a lot of time. Joe Whiteley beat Swaxon in a 1-2 for Britain in the group for both play. John Vino finishes third, but he was already out because of the TT. And Gassing and Agap also don't lose time. The ones that lose time are Frico and Palve.
Go Brits, go! I am very unbiased.
Guillaume carries his own group. He takes 7 seconds on Nathan, that finishes second, and it is the general classification leader is now Nathan. Nacho takes third, 25 seconds, 37 to Slowme, 52 to Floxing, and 2 minutes and 30 to both MVDB and Mariano Rodriguez.
Portuguese and Brits.
What is attack? That is attack. Peyo Bilbao. That is the leader of Aquarius. Leader of Aquarius in the move.
This right here, I can understand. What he was doing earlier, I have no idea.
I think he was trying to maintain the difference in the correct distance, so he cannot move and get to the front. And
yes, we are aware that everyone is attacking with their 82 mountains, but we are still giving the result.
Everyone is attacking. The 2 leaders, Dinley and Joseph Preda, are back. Are the ones that are not there. Dinley and Joseph Preda. Also, Captain Blind is still on the group. But
they have some. Oh, Luan still has 42 seconds over the group that is chasing him. Let's see. Aquarius has 2 guys, so he has someone to help. I believe Flynn was alone.
Flynn has still 1 rider, I think, with his leader.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, yes.
And Aquarius is just playing perfectly and waiting on Flynn's wheel that will take him to his own domestics and make three the top
Yeah,
of.
that's a smart reading. And if you just tuned in now, all hell is breaking loose in Group A, and that's what we like to see. Luan attacked at the
I
beginning
think
of the race.
the tank will lose that sprint.
Yeah,
Small.
definitely. Luan takes it. The tank is second.
Yeah, tank is second.
Uh,
Third.
Cana comes third, and I think Carlos fourth.
Yes, Carlos was fourth, and now we are watching as Jose Pereira loses more than 1 minute 30 in the top with both Jose Pereira and Dinley, with both Flynn and Carlos. That is very.
Dinley, perhaps the most passive guy in this stage so far. Captain Blind hasn't done much as well. Let's see what they do from now on, because that gap is increasing.
Luan is reduced to 2 riders, but I think one of his riders is on this group. Yes.
Okay, the British and the Spanish finally get their 3 guys together. They're gonna start working now.
3 guys together, and this could be a brilliant move by both Aquarius and Flynn. They can't take
This can work. This can work indeed.
It's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes, more than 2 minutes, and it's 2 versus 3. Reading Captain Blind.
Captain Blind, Jose Pereira puts Rodriguez in the front, but I saw Captain Blind for a moment there doing his work. Obviously, he has to take care of his own race naturally, but first he needs to let Jose work for a little because he is the leader.
The tank is asking for waiting for Villemers because then he can have 2 riders on the group. I don't know if the others will wait these 10 seconds, maybe, but
it isn't undoable.
Now it's the flat part. This is the part where you can move. You can go try to attack here. The others
definitely needs to put that rider in as soon as possible, and they wait. There we go.
Jose Pereira has one of his domestics in a very bad situation, but he also has one of his domestics here in this group. Rundown is waiting and will passively stay there.
Meanwhile, the 2 French continue in the front of the race with their 3 guys, 2 for Luan, 1 for the tank, 1:15. And 2 minutes already between the peloton and the British Flynn and the Spanish Carlos that are desperately trying to maintain this gap for as long as they can and take it to the line.
Can they do it though? Now they have a very good downhill to recover afterwards.
Yeah, they have a spectacular flat part here to push as hard as they can. There's a downhill to recover after, and from there on, it's an up-down situation with a downhill finish. This is the moment to try and do everything they can.
Well. We are having some fun, and let us see if the distance can maintain. If Flynn and Carlos collaborate now, it could be.
It's all up to them. It's all up to them. If they can work together, they might have the GC in their hands here. Obviously, it's going to depend as well if there's cooperation in the back. Right now, at this moment, it's not just the leader that has to work for it. The other guys want to pass too. It's time to get some cooperation there, or else I see this working.
I see the distance maintaining in 2 minutes, and also we forgot about Luan, but we don't forget about him. I mean, he's 1 minute ahead, and he's probably getting caught in a few kilometers, and he's going to be very dangerous. And he should help this group because this group and there is one domestic of Luan in this group, of course, and he should help this group so he can take his move to the end, and it will be a 3 versus 3. I mean, and the tank will also help this group. Maybe do it the 4 versus 3. And I don't know if Captain Blind will walk on the back. So, I mean, this difference is very, very interesting. Sacrifice our punchers in the flat. Well, it's certainly an interesting...
That's definitely the best thing to do right now.
Let me win, said Luan.
No.
Going for it.
Denied. If you can, sure. I don't think anyone's gonna gift it to you, pal.
Yeah. No, but this man, everyone that is here is interested on this breakaway. I'm sure the tank can bet on his mountain classification. Luan can bet on his stage win, and the Quarters and Flynn on their zone.
Emil says, Luan said, let me win. And Emil says, no, he's French. Okay.
That's the message.
TM moment. We will miss you.
Yes, we will miss you, but we will stay. We will hope the next president hates the French so much,
Yes,
and
like everyone does, exactly.
because we all want to hate the French to
We all know
stay
that
with
society.
stay with the best parts of this organization and hate the French.
Yes, indeed. As we look now, the 2 minute gap is maintaining. Sometimes it changes by 1 second more or less, but it's stable. And
Who
Luan,
is
on the other
walking?
hand, has lost
Who
10,
is
15
walking on the
seconds.
group, Emil? Can you show us in the peloton? I mean,
I
if
saw
you.
last time was Denley and Jose. Let's see
Yes,
if
but I
Captain
want to
already.
see which riders. Yeah, they are also sacrificing their
Yeah, yeah.
punches.
Naturally, they have to respond uh, with the same play because, or else it's going to be too late. And let's see if it isn't all already.
This
Meanwhile, Luan's about to be caught in a not so distant future as another climb begins.
I don't know. I think Kenog is dead. He is, in fact,
Well,
and
they did have to sacrifice them, so
yes,
that
and
was
now, but
expected.
also on the back, the helpers are dead. So it's 10 versus 10 here, and Aquarius still has the third rider and he's walking.
Oh, and Luan attacks with his leader.
I don't know what he's doing. He probably
I
should.
have no freaking idea. If it's about mountain points, that might come back to haunt him. He did have Roland dying. That might have been what sparked his move. I think he would have been fine waiting for this group, keeping his two guys, having a chance to help them because it would benefit him, to be honest.
Aquarius now still walking. He still has 3 riders. Interesting.
We've got just
Everyone
one
else
third of the
with
race
this
Now
to
notice
run.
this.
Now's not the
Notice
time to
this.
give up
Luan
watching.
has two men in the second group, and he's alone in the front. I don't know exactly what he thinks is going to happen there.
Aquarius is now out, and we go to the top as Luan crosses the Côte d'Orange in first place,
Tank follows,
with the tank taking more points, and now
and it's Geraint Thomas taking third for Flynn and fourth.
yeah, that's a
For,
very good move by
seven
Flynn,
eights.
just changing to his leader to pass first there.
Yeah, indeed. He didn't have to spend any extra energy for that. It was just very well done execution.
Dinley
Actually.
passes the mountain with 3 guys. Also Captain Blind. That's interesting, and I think probably Aquarius will pay a bit, losing his domestic there only by 30 seconds. Maybe could have maintained him if he didn't work. So, but yeah, let us see.
It's very hard.
The difference with the group is only 1 minute now. The difference between 1 minute and 30. Between this group and the peloton. Yes, it's lower now, and
Captain Blind still has 3 men.
And Captain Blind is now working. Whoa, 99 pace by Captain Blind there.
And this might crush some dreams right here.
Yes, and Dinley still has the 3 riders. And I think Captain Blind will probably destroy this breakaway. Interesting. But the tank now has 3 riders on the breakaway. It still can go for it. Go the tank. It's your time to shine. The sprint is for Luan. And the tank is going to try to take more points there. And,
and he's going to get the... No, there was...
Luan steals points from other people. Just in case.
What a steal. I love it, man. I just love it.
Jose Pereira is working with Guerreiro now. 1 minute and 10 advantage. I don't know if it will be enough. I doubt.
Oh, it's starting to look short.
It's a shame. 1 minute. It's down to 1 minute. I think it's short.
The riders will take full advantage of
I think the front group should have walked better, and probably they would have got it, but it didn't work as they expected.
Sometimes it just doesn't work, but they definitely tried. They made one awesome race, and it's about to be over in the next lap.
Jose Pereira now drops Brown down and will be a 3 versus 2 in the group.
Yeah, as expected, because that was a move I was expecting pretty much around this time, He would have dropped it sooner if he needed. He didn't, so he was confident in what he was doing, and it's paying dividends now.
Yeah, and Captain Blind is still working. Dinley is still with 3 riders too. Jose Pereira reduced to 2.
He lost one. He lost
The
five.
difference I see here is that Dinley still has 3 riders, and he probably managed them better than Jose Pereira. That worked more, of course, because
Which also means he worked less. So
yes,
there we
yes.
go.
What means that Dinley is probably the favorite to
Yeah,
take the
in a
stage.
prime position to take the stage. But let's
good.
remember that it's a
going to be a
downhill finish.
downhill. It's a
Watch
downhill
out, a
finish,
team leader
exactly.
is falling
Indeed.
behind.
So
Anything can happen.
anything can happen, and you can actually win the stage with one man if it
Captain
comes to
Blind
that.
pushing with the 82 mountain. I can't understand this.
And this is the end of the dream for Aquarius, Flynn, and Luan.
And now we are going to see if
Tank
it,
still pushes, but the tank says denied, and he still wants a few more kilometers for the TV cameras.
the tank is trying, but Captain Blind, I don't understand. He pushed with Baudet. He pushed this with the 82 mountain guy. This is terrible. This is not the best
Don't
strategy.
really know what he's doing there. I assume obviously it's the 78 guy he has on the wheel.
Yes, it is.
He's trying to save him.
But for what? What for?
I'm assuming that he's trying to save him for the final climb so that he can try something there. But I don't know if that's the best. If that's the priority, he should be focusing
Everyone
on
is
right
attacking now. Flynn, the tank, and the one staying on wheels as usual. Dinley will not move till the end, till he needs to. Jose Pereira now passes with the 82 mountain in the front.
Oh, and there, Luan again insisting. Flynn trying to catch
Luan
him.
trying to get the mountain. Luan trying to get the mountain.
Yeah, and these two definitely trying to get a gap there, but Jose seems to be on top of it. Let's see.
First category 2, Luan again, and Jose is now on the persecution.
This right now, if this happens in the final climb, that's game over, by the way. Gap like that, game over.
Aquarius is reduced to 1 rider.
Oh, it's a mess, and if you just tuned in now, all hell has broken loose, and this is gonna be fun. We have one last climb, and then it's the hell of the downhill that will dictate the outcome of what has been an amazing stage.
Yep, it's going to. It was intense from the start to the finish, and I hope it's going to be intense till we got to the top of Colombia. It's 7 kilometers.
4 seconds.
Aquarius making the move. Takes the
Aquarius.
front. He waits.
But Jose Pereira ramping up the pace, trying to close it immediately. He knows he cannot allow big gaps in this climb. This is where he needs to be closing it as soon as possible. He has 6 kilometers. Yeah, a little bit less because he wants to be safe to do it. Carlos now pacing. Captain Line now.
Luan and Flynn are completely out, in my opinion. These 5 kilometers will prove too hard for them to get to the top.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long
But,
climb. And Flynn just leaves Luan behind. Next one is gonna be Flynn. Let's
The
see.
team leader is falling
4
behind.
kilometers, and this Aquarius pushing. Aquarius is now alone. It's going to be.
Everyone is down to 1 man, I think. I don't know about.
Dinley
still has naturally Captain Blind as well. Dinley down to 1 man. Now we have Jose Pereira, Aquarius, Dinley, and Flynn all in the front. Captain Blind still with the 2 man. This is why he was saving Martin. But it didn't last him long. Aquarius attacks 2.8 to go, followed by Dinley. Very smooth pace from the Portuguese Jose Pereira on his wheel. Here's a change of pace for once, actually.
Yeah, no, they are. Aquarius is trying. Aquarius attacked a lot of times. Let's see if it
is the end for Luan.
And it's over for Luan. If they accelerate a bit more, can they break Flynn too? It's
1.7 kilometers. I was going to ask the same question. Did Flynn save energy for what's going to come in this final kilometer? Let's see.
If he did, it was perfect because he lost nothing. It's going to be a downhill sprint, and they go on the top now.
And Aquarius making a go for it. Jose Pereira follows. 0.3 to go. It's Jose Pereira passing in the front of Aquarius. Second there, Dinley following him. The tank is still there. Flynn has a gap, 31 seconds. He might be out. It's a long downhill. Let's see if he can pace himself quickly there. Right now.
I think he's out.
and it's 4, Flynn 20 seconds. He's gonna close it. He seems to be closing
No,
it.
25. These seconds are not closable in this gap, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very long downhill, but if they don't stop here, it's over for him.
It's over,
Only
it's
10
over.
kilometers left.
They are doing their job.
So the top 4 of the general classification will do top 4 in this stage. Let us see the bonifications, as Deanley looks like he's taking up the pace now. Aquarius is trying to.
Yeah, well,
there are some
this-
hot parts, but they will not stop attacking on the front.
yeah, they know they have to keep that pace. It's just do that, and Flynn won't come back, guaranteed. If they
Flynn is also out of the general classification. I mean, 49 seconds. He's not going to recover any on this
5
stage.
kilometers
And I
remaining.
guess
to be winning time here, not losing more time.
so it's going to be a mass sprint between Aquarius, the tank, Jose Pereira, and Dinley, the 4-man that will win the general classification for sure. If nothing very strange happens in the last stage,
unless
And we
something
start
strange happens last night.
2 kilometers.
And
Two
the
turns
first
to
to
go.
drop. Who's going to be jumping to the line today?
Jose Pereira trying to stay on the wheels and try the slipstream tactic, but will it be doable?
And the sprint, there goes Dinley, there goes
Jose Pereira
with the slipstream tactic, and it's the way for
victory in that
It's
mass
for Jose
sprint
Pereira,
finish.
second
He
for
can thank
Aquarius,
his
third for
teammates who
Dinley,
led him out in
fourth to
perfect
the tank,
conditions.
fifth to Flynn,
The tailenders are
sixth
still
to
coming
Captain
in.
Lines, and
And
Luan.
here comes Luan. He did a very entertaining race, but we all knew he would pay for it, and he is 7th.
Jose Pereira understands how this game works and stays on slipstream. Perfect.
Yes,
Perfect.
yes, that was just. I just saw that now, man. I'm choking in my own water. I'm sorry. Maya says Captain Blind equals Daniel Miko's father. Change my mind.
Yeah. I understand the comparison, to be honest.
I think that today, after this stage, there's no denying it.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Let me just really quick take a look at if there are news from other groups, and I think there were some. Leo Falandri wins third stage with 50 seconds on everyone, so he's putting 3 minutes difference on everyone in this group.
I'm so shocked right now after the first 2 stages.
Group I had a crash, everyone out.
Group I, really?
Yeah, Group I had a crash.
Oh, let's see if Gonçalves is going to make it on time. 15 kilometers to go.
Yeah, it's maybe OTL. Maybe.
It's probably OTL indeed. Oh.
OTL
is confirmed.
Now for the race.
Jose loses the 79 flat guy in the stage he needed it the most.
Yeah, however, he's done quite a good job, so it might not come back to haunt him, to be honest. 23 seconds to Dinley, Aquarius 29. Oh, and Emea naturally went a little bit too fast. We have Zapreva leading. Okay. Dinley, Aquarius 29, the tank. Oh, Flynn 118, pretty much over for him. Okay, let's see points. Zapreva, Aquarius, Luan, Dinley, the tank. So Zapreva is very safe right now, leading points as well. And Mountain, we have Luan, the tank, Zapreva. So pretty much not looking good for the Brit. That's for sure. He's got nothing to hold on to other than that 5th place, and that is not good enough.
Certainly not.
So, stage 3, 206.3 kilometers. Should we expect fireworks on this one after all these gaps that people need to recover?
I don't think the gaps will matter a lot, to be honest. But I mean, there will be no differences. But the stage is going to be.
It depends if people attack and can actually cooperate.
And actually, I have to say that people think the last kilometers are in downhill, but you can attack and can take 20 or 30 seconds. I have to say. Yeah. If people don't pay attention, you can lose it there. In the last 5 kilometers, I mean. And so anything can happen.
So Giuseppe Reva starts the final stage with 5 riders, with Gosalv finishing out of time limit in a stage where he would have been very handy.
Let us see who are the first ones to move. Sorry, Emia, can you show us the mountain classification? Because I want to know if these points that are still on discussion matter or not. And I mean, Luan is going to take it for sure. Second place is also defined. Yeah, I don't think there will be a lot of differences, to be honest. I think the tank can try to make some, but I think only P3 is on the fight between Flynn and John.
I think Flynn is definitely gonna. And there we go. As I speak, I think Flynn is definitely going to try to improve.
Let me tell you, this stage is really hard. I know that it looks like not like it, but it's very hard.
No, it is. That's why I was and still am hoping for some fireworks here. But it's obviously going to depend if there are attacks and if people can coordinate those attacks and the work that they need to do afterwards.
Yep.
So we have right now in the front Flynn, Luan as always, and one man from Aquarius, already 2 joining. There we go. 8-man break. Let's see if someone else joins. But everyone's back together and the British is attacking yet again. Followed by the tank. Luan is going to try for sure. Let's see if this one sticks. Carlos prepares his 3 guys as well.
Swift acceleration by Tony Galopin.
Let me just silence myself a bit. I'll be back into.
So right now, 8-man break. The tank, I believe, is trying to put another man. If not, I have no idea what he's doing because he has 1 man in the front. There goes Captain Blind. He takes it there, and Ellison, I believe. No, Ellison is from Luan. I don't know who was the other guy. Mola. Okay.
This climb features some
so a puncher, the 70 mountain guy, and now 10 men, 43 seconds, give or take. There's still a lot of kilometers to go. Let's see if anyone responds to this. There's no big threat on the break, other than there is an interesting fight for some people to try and improve their KOM classification. Giuseppe Preva doesn't seem interested, at least for the moment, in getting on that action because he's pretty much true, unless something disastrous happens in this stage, and he has 1 last man, so I think he's going to play it safe for as long as he can. Right now, seems that, well, he's actually ramping the pace. See if you can close it right now, and he does. Interesting. Oh, maybe he wants in on that action as well, we'll see. And Aquarius and Captain Blind. No, Captain Blind gets his man back. It's Aquarius that still has 1 in the front. It's not gonna last long. Now let's see if Mendoza is still going to pace or not. Oh, Captain Blind.
Hey, I'm back and back with news. Guilherme wins again the stage of the mountain stage with 11-second advantage over Nacho and Floxing and more than 40 over Nathan, Slomi and Mariano. So Guilherme wins general classification in the group G. There is group B. So there is no there.
Right now we have a cat and mouse game here. No break has managed to stick yet. Giuseppe Pereira has been controlling them well. Let's see. I mean, he has 1 last man, but he's not been shy about working so far. Now everyone's slowly strolling. It's been a little bit of cat and mouse for the breaks trying to go and Giuseppe closing them. Nothing going on right now.
Oh, meanwhile, Guilherme opened the 11-second gap in the final downhill of the stage. Nacho and Floxing were looking at each other instead of reacting to Guilherme's attack in the final downhill.
Naturally.
That's amazing.
Acceleration by Flynn
is now going on the move. with Aquarius too. I'm not wrong. Yes. And let us see if they can
It's a good
open a
moment
gap
to show
here.
the team colors.
Well, everyone is reacting. It's big reaction. My God. Captain Blind and Flynn were the ones not
a team
reacting.
leader is falling behind.
Oh, that's not going to be good for them.
Let us see if someone faces. It's not
They were
real.
caught with their pants in their hand, as the expression goes. What they might be able to. Oh, but Aquarius is. And Captain Blind, I believe.
Captain Blind is actually pacing on the front against
Yeah.
his.
Against his. Oh, awesome.
I mean, Captain Blind is 5th or 6th in the general classification. His general classification points don't matter that much.
Fifth is Flynn, so he's sixth. Yeah, seventh is Luan.
Yeah, 7th is Luan. So yeah. Well, the 5th and 6th of general classification.
Luan is definitely not happy. He wants people to let him play because he's already out. Still, this is still a competition, and people still want to do their own race.
Flynn
I don't.
Why Captain Blind is pushing against Israel's only that.
Well, I'd like to see which riders are there for captain. Can we see that, Emma? Puncher. Okay, I can understand the principle, but it's still a bit.
No,
I don't even know. I don't even know what to call it. Sorry.
I told you, I doubt this stage is for the climber. I think the climber has not a lot of chances here. Sorry, the puncher. I mean, I think the stage is for the climber. I will.
That's why I say I understand what Captain is doing, because his climber was safe, but still.
And I don't think everyone here realized that probably they should play for the climber. I don't think so. I think many people will try to pass their sprinter or their, and it will.
We have an attack with Adam Yates, 78 guy from Flynn, and Carty.
That's really a
And
punchy attack.
Aquarius follows. Some action again, but Giuseppe once again taking control. Let's see if he gives them some space this time or not.
Oh, I can't believe it. I will need to drop from inline. Oh God.
Really?
Yes, I will. After dropping from 2 in first round and dropping from classics in second round, now I will drop from inline in second round. So I will not be eliminated in any competition. I will just drop from them all.
Nice. Interesting. So you can always say in the future, oh, but I wasn't eliminated. I just did not start. Same thing, man.
To be honest with you, Sean, I never went eliminated in inline in a, because 3 years I played the World Championship. In 2 of them, I couldn't play the first round of inline, and in the other, I passed the first round and couldn't play the second.
So I'm assuming it's related to classes, professional life, so to speak. So, which means you won't be here as well.
Smart put the meme of the guy touching his head and saying, "Yeah, smart move. You can't get eliminated if you don't play." So
I mean, I was saying exactly the opposite. To me, you're still out because not starting is still going out anyway. But yeah, I get your point.
You can't do a ready
by many
if you
riders.
play.
The percentages are
Yeah,
very high.
true.
So yeah, this breakaway is slowly gaining some gap, but is still under 1 minute margin. Jose Pereira is the one working on the group, and he has the control of the stage and general classification, I guess. The difference with Dean is like, how much? 20 seconds? Not sure.
23, I think, if I recall correctly.
23 seconds. Well, it's interesting. It's a difference that will not, I think, will not be reduced in this stage. Outside the possibility that we all know it is.
Makes a mistake on those final kilometers.
A puncture. This stage, in my training game, in this stage, there was a puncture. So, I don't know. Anything can happen.
Oh yes, Emil would like to specify that according to your criteria, he is unbeaten in solo competitions since PCM 2010, as nobody has eliminated him.
Yeah, sure. They did in teams, but yeah, sure.
I guess he means solo, which is True
That's
then.
the reason why he didn't subscribe in any team this year, because he doesn't want to get eliminated again, as he usually does.
I mean, the world is still flabbergasted at your decision to not allow PCM Italia to compete with that name. Why, man? Why?
Of course, he can let the. He is not the name owner of PCM Italia. I guess it just convinced.
He says the only time I was captain of the team, we won World. Actually, he is because he's the owner of the server and the administrator. So
Yeah, I mean, but the name is not registered. I think.
oh yeah, sure. But I
You
mean,
can pick any name you want, and we have
yeah,
no.
I can pick PCM Portugal and do a Japanese community with it, but let's have some common sense.
I can pick PCM Italia and create 9 EMEA fake accounts called EMEA 91, EMEA 92, EMEA 93, and everything. And I'm sure there will not be any problems with that.
Yes, this is absolutely true. Also, I still advise our next president to rename himself to EMEA 91 in tribute to EMEA the 90th.
Yes. You imagine there was 89 kings of PCM before, called EMEA the first, EMEA the second.
There were, and they all disappeared, and we all know the reason. So
Yeah, the true EMEA is like the Dalai Lama spot, you know. EMEA is actually like a spot that you get from born, and they just selected a guy named Alessio Massetti in 1990 in Italy, and okay, this is going to be our new leader in the future.
yes, this is going to be our new mayor, and so soon people will be voting for the new mayor.
Yeah, I think we should pick someone that is like less than 8 years old, so we could educate him on being a mayor. So I guess Appius is a fine choice.
Yes, I was gonna say the same thing.
Appius.
And if reincarnation goes wrong, you become Daniel Mika.
There too. Marcel G looks like the man for me. He's only 11 years old. I mean, we can actually educate him and tell him.
Look, I don't know how old John Gaccio is, but if that's not a future mayor, I don't know who is.
Okay, John Gaccio is also a very good chance. I mean, I think we can teach him how to hate humans in general, but also
for sure, because he already thinks he's the best in the world. So that's the hardest part.
So yeah. No, not to be racist in any means, but yeah, EMEA is racist, so yeah, we all know it. Aquarius goes on the move with Aberasturi, trying to...
EMEA does not want people below 1.90 meters allowed to carry his name, so I will have to run for presidency then.
Imagine retiring as EMEA. You can't be EMEA anymore. Now he's only Alessio Massetti, a random guy from Milan.
Oh, that's true. He's the emeritus, or will be the emeritus pope now soon.
Exactly. It's going to be called the Emeritus EMEA. What is actually a very, very interesting name.
Indeed. Emeritus EMEA 90.
The EM in EMEA comes from Emeritus, so if you take it to Mayor 90, what is actually a very different name. In Spanish it means P90, so yeah, you can be on him. Terrible.
It's very much. Emma is just saying that if he silences you now and farts live on stream, the quality will improve.
Onto the attack.
It's in such percentages that the strongest can create some gaps.
Sorry, it's terrible jokes. Oh, and I forgot to talk about this, but the roads are very, very narrow here in all these climbs that in this stage.
Who gives a fuck about the race? We were having fun there for back to the race.
Having fun with EMEA is one obligation to society.
Yes.
And let us see. If the tank takes P1, he can recover a lot in the classification. But I think he's attacking from the back. Actually, the leader of Luon is attacking from the back. He takes Roland on his wheel. And
Yeah, but 4-man break around 30 seconds.
no,
Nothing
it's only
to.
about mountain points. It's only about mountain.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing to. It's that fight for KOM that we've been talking since the beginning of the stage, and there goes Canon on the attack. Can he get it?
Peter
He
Kenneth is
can
off.
indeed, followed by the tank, I believe.
Yeah, I think the tank take P2 and P3 for no, sorry, P2 for, I think, yes, P3 for Flynn, exactly. So that means there is a short point difference. Everything stays the same, and blue
No,
one.
Flynn won the sprint.
Sorry, yeah, I'm confusing things. Sorry. Flynn won and blue won, and then the tank.
Okay.
So we are going to, but that means there are no big differences between the riders. What actually means that they probably the mountain classification will stay the same, but still there is some points there in the middle of the stage to fight for.
I mean, there's like how many points each category gives? Because there's a 2/3 and 1 second.
I will tell you really soon.
6
It's
and
its second category climb
We're now at the
gives.
halfway stage. It's a good time
Well,
to take some
I don't
food.
have it. Oh yes, I have it. Second category 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. So they have 3-point differences. They had more than 10 points between each other, so it's still the same.
so
But-
yeah, Flynn can still make, for example, because he was the one passing first here, 9 more points, I think. 12 more points if he reaches all those. It's not enough for first.
It is enough for first if not for Flynn, but for the tank it's enough. But it needed to pass first in everyone and in every sprint, and
And
Luan
that's
taking no one. So and it's not
Yeah,
going to happen.
exactly.
Luan is clearly going to control it, so he can take KOM.
Yeah, KOM seems to be awarded. GC seems to be awarded. So we have a battle for the best possible KOM classification.
Can you show the intermediate points right now, the sprint points? I mean, because it's 40. No, but I mean the classification, because it's 40 points to the winner. Yes, 40 points to the winner. What means almost and only 25 to the second. What means everyone is almost tied. So, or 30 for the second, yes. So everyone is almost tied, what means that the one that wins this stage wins sprint classification. Almost sure. Not mandatory. 1-1 City.
Nice.
Kevin De Bruyne. Let's go. Fuck the friend. And we continue. So the difference is going down very, very quickly, but they still hope to enter the Pitino Madonella with a small advantage that could be enough to take. Want me to keep keeping informed. Yeah, on Champions League. Yes. Thank you, Emea. I only care about real competitions now, like the Super League. So I don't see a point. I support City because I like the team. I mean the coach and the players. But yeah, sure. Mainly because yes, it's French. You are intervening on the stage. You are putting the Frenchies against me, and I'm not even playing.
I would like to say that there will be a court after this stage to judge Luan for insults to our beloved secretary. Meanwhile, we have
Almost
the break
president,
cut.
And the attack,
Almost present, and he brags.
the attack is from Luan, and Luan is going to take the mountain points, and with that certify his classification on the KOM as first. There he goes. This is first place in KOM for Luan. Yep.
It is not over until it's over, but it seems that Flynn does not have the power.
If he passes P4, P1 is guaranteed.
But Flynn on his wheel, 400 meters. He has the punch, but let's see if he
It's
still
only
has the
1
energy.
point difference anyway, so even if Flynn takes it, and Flynn takes it,
And he takes it, as I expected. Oh,
Yeah,
we almost
But it was still enough. And now it's Antunes, the yellow jersey, pushing in the peloton.
Yeah.
Watch out! A
He
team
took
fighter
those
is falling
points as well.
behind.
The guys and try to do 2 breakaways, and now he's going to push into this climb. Oh, this is interesting. Jose Pereira is moving very fast. He's not happy enough with winning the general classification. He wants a bit more, and that's fine.
Naturally, I mean, once you have that pressure off because you already have the GC short, you want everything else.
I have to say that this Passo de la Capella is very, very, very hard to pass. I tried to pass my 77th sprinter and he lost almost the bar, the full bar only in this 2-kilometer climb. So it's quite hard to pass. And Luan is going strong for P1 and taking and guaranteeing once again the mountain classification.
Once again, he's already done so, but now he's going to close the deal.
But the question is, can Flynn take P2 from the tank in the mountain?
It's working extremely hard right now, but let's see.
I think he can. Because
21 seconds. Yeah.
Luan is taking it, and Flynn is. Oh, Flynn died. I don't know if it's.
Oh yeah, it's. Oh man.
He takes it. He takes it.
Oh my, that was just.
I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough, but he takes it.
That was drama, but he at least takes points. Yeah, let's see.
Everyone passes his puncher quite easily, but I will tell you, the third category and the other thing that is not category but is just on the front of it will damage the riders a lot. It's
called a hill, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for improving my vocabulary. 8-1.
You're welcome. 8-1.
Hello.
So,
how are you guys?
We are fine. EMEA is interacting with the players and distracting them from the play, forcing them to say things like "fuck you, Fitty." So yeah.
And we are mocking everyone we can during this stage and not paying attention to the actual race.
Yes, exactly. We were joking with EMEA all the time. So yeah. The question, Tuan, is: will you be EMEA 91?
No, thank you.
Oh. You were not the chosen one. I mean,
no.
It's like the Dalai Lama, you get chosen.
Mm-hmm.
You born and then the Tibetan people and say, okay, you are going to be the next EMEA. So yeah, it was an interesting discussion. Clearly, we were not drunk at all. Ilya Troshin got the moment, yes, and I think he will not be the last sanction of this World Championship for Ilya Troshin. I mean, I'm just
reading. Acting up in Twitch chat again.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw him like weeks before as well.
Well, we are going to see now Jose Pereira pushing with the mountain leader. I don't know.
Before we come to the stage decision, I have a last-minute announcement. Breaking news, actually. I want to watch the world burn before the actual stage is over. I want to announce that I have the intention of running for the IMA presidency.
I'm the one doing the applauses.
What? Sorry?
I'm the one doing the applauses.
Yes, I noticed.
Sean is announcing all alone, like in a big room, no people at all, and I'm the only one. Like, okay, great.
Nah, if you want to see the world burn, you should have watched last stage of ours. It was quite.
We'll get to you. We'll get to you in a bit. Right now, let's see how this goes. Oh, Binley proves that he is alive. I completely forgot he was even in this race by now.
But he's going to pass, so...
Yep, I know. That's the funniest part,
The ones that we don't know exactly if we are going to pass or not are Aquarius, Aquarius, Luan...
It's gonna be... No, Luan? No, Luan is 7th. Luan is not gonna pass. It's gonna be between the tank and Aquarius, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, Aquarius now sprinted with his mountain guy. 2-1 City, let's go! Okay, and we are going to approach the climb now, and people are going to attack
Chaos
now.
rolls into the attack.
Flynn, stop it!
Only a
Stop!
few
Stop that
riders are
ship!
capable of following
Clean
the
and
very
just,
fast
clean and
pace up
just.
front.
Clean it,
Okay,
boys.
Flynn and Jose, amazing move. If they but there goes Aquarius with his dream, and he's following behind. This can be very important to the race here. The tank is trying to desperately close the move from the Spanish.
Stop him, man. This is the clan.
Motherfucker, let us see the stage for fuck's sake.
Is Carlos passing?
We don't know yet. This
No,
stage
yeah,
will
it's
decide it.
Carlos is fourth of the overall, if I'm not wrong, or no, he's third. Sorry, but
I think he might be third, but the tank still has a chance.
the tank has the mountain points, so depends
Yeah.
on the end of this stage.
Yeah, I think a stage win could seal things here for Aquarius, or be his end if the tank, for example, wins. Not
And Flynn still is not dead. I mean, he
Flynn
can.
is doing what I expected him
The
to
riders
do.
are
He
going
needs
through a
to
very
try
tough portion
something,
with
even if it
percentages
doesn't work.
above
He needs
10%.
to try because it's a big gap. He has to recover.
Aquarius with the hills guy accelerating. He's going to play for the climber. It's obvious. It's obvious. There goes
If
Aquarius.
he's but there's Luan closing it, and everyone will be back together. 18 guys, 36 kilometers to go, and there goes Flynn. There goes Flynn against that pyramid. They're going to pass ahead on the mountain. Luan desperately trying to reach on time.
Taking that mountain points that are not allowed.
Oh,
Are 3 points that can put him ahead of the third position.
Flynn had his domestique. He looked dead at the end of the climb, but I think he's still gonna rejoin. Yeah.
The tank should probably walk, and no one is walking.
Finley now. Oh no, it looked like
Dylan
he's
is
gonna
not going to
control.
walk. Dylan is not going to walk, and they stopped. 1 minute. Aquarius is the only one that is walking.
Finally, Aquarius has to step up
Be
because
careful. If this break goes, Flynn
Flynn
takes.
might pass. Yeah.
Yeah, Flynn passes.
This was exactly what I was expecting in this stage. I knew there would be fireworks. If they result or not, we'll see.
Flynn is doing his perfect job. Perfect job by Flynn. Flynn is giving.
Oh, but Aquarius is giving everything he has. He even attacked there for a little bit now, pacing extremely hard. 40 seconds. Everyone's giving everything they have. All hell is breaking loose once again. This has been a fantastic group. Oh,
Moment to move. Captain
Captain Blind trying to reach the front group. Luan on his wheel. Aquarius only has one man. Shit
Captain
is hitting the fan. 30 seconds. It's gonna be nerve-wracking at the end.
But one is on the front, the other one is back.
A team leader is falling behind.
Deanley now. Deanley needs to move. If he wants to have a chance, he needs to move. There is still 25 kilometers, I mean, but in the front there are guys with two guys that have the same energy as you have on the back.
He doesn't need to move. Well, now maybe he definitely needs to move.
And they stop. The groups are merging. The groups are going to merge as Deanley.
It is a shame. We were having such a fantastic ending right now.
And someone is back. No, it's Captain Blind.
No, it's Captain Blind. Errada is left behind.
Aquarius is alone, and a lot of people have two riders, but I think no one has the Hills guy, right? Or do they have? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Oh, yes, the tank has it, and the Captain Blind has it.
What about the Portuguese and the Brit? The Brits.
The Brit has only the mountain guys, yes. And there goes the attack again.
Jose Pereira has the puncher.
Jose Pereira doesn't need to do anything. He's
yeah, but I'm saying he has the puncher as well. So if it comes to a sprint, he has a good shot here.
Yeah. I have to say that this is it's still one very big hill to come, and then you have a fake descent to the finish line.
Yes, and whatever happens, Flynn is doing everything in his power to try and recover that.
Jose Pereira moves. He doesn't need to, but he moves.
But he moves. And of course that means everyone is behind him.
Aquarius needs always to go. He's alone. He's sprint with the climber. He doesn't have launch.
He's in a very dangerous position though, and there goes Captain Blind. Oh, but Flynn once again is going to be doomed by all these movements. It's not getting easier for the Brit. It might be game over for him passing the end. I think everyone's still. Captain Blind is alone though. Lost one man.
Flynn. Captain Blind
Yeah, and Flynn as well.
Flynn blocks Aquarius. It was not on purpose, of course. And,
And these two attack again. They're trying to reach that inclination with
going,
some gap.
and I think it will be a win of the group ahead.
The tank on the left. The tank on the left. It seemed like he was gonna go, but he's ramping up the pace, and Carlos yet again trying to close that gap by himself.
Could be a win in the front. It smells like yes, it could be. It's going to be a win on the front. It's going to be.
And it's
Flynn
Captain Blind and it's Flynn trying to mess up the GC of this group. Let's see if they can do it. 8 kilometers to go. They have the gap. Do they have the energy? Flynn drops Captain Blind.
Flynn has it. Could be Flynn.
Seems to have it. He has 40 seconds. He might be recovering some time here. It can be a top speed for him.
It's downhill. It's fake downhill.
It's downhill now. Let's see. There goes Luan. Luan chasing Captain Blind. Captain Blind chasing Flynn.
Joseph Pereira don't care. It will be a win for Flynn.
Doesn't care, and he knows he doesn't need to care. It's his GC, and he already passed.
Flynn is going to win and probably put himself on the top 2 of the
Flynn might get a awesome clutch here at the final stage, but can he do it though? Let's see if the others
People
still have
feel that now because the last kilometer is on downhill and they don't know it.
And Joseph Pereira still doesn't care, which is pretty normal. Oh, there goes Flynn! There goes Flynn! Can he do it though? Can he get those seconds? We know he has the win. We know he has the win. Oh, it's not going to be enough. 30 seconds.
Are still coming in.
30 seconds to 4th place, which is Aquarius.
Also, the 10 seconds bonification.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying 30 seconds to Carlos.
Flynn takes P3 overall and in the general classification.
Can quickly show us the GC, please?
The GC, it was
29,
40 seconds. No, it's not enough.
Oh, it's not enough. It's not enough.
And Aquarius takes P3 in the general classification, but the tank takes P2 on the mountain one, and probably... show us the sprint classification, please, Emea, because I'm almost sure Aquarius takes a very good spot on the points classification. Yes, because... It takes No, it doesn't take second because it's 40 points to. He only takes 20, 40 to. No, it takes. Flynn takes the points classification
Flynn
easily.
Takes the points classification. Can he save in this race yet with that?
30, mountain, 25. No. Points classification goes to Jose Pereira. Sorry,
Mountain.
Flynn takes P2. Yes, and the mountain is going to be for Luan. The tank takes P2 and Flynn takes P3, I think. Yes.
Oof, we will have to get a calculator. We ask people to come for interviews, but we're still also waiting to see the final GC of this group.
And Leo Falandri also won the last stage.
Naturally, I'm so shocked.
So Leo Falandri puts 3 minutes on everyone and wins every.
Leo Falandri decimating his group like there's no tomorrow.
And in the group I, an interesting result. In the mountain stage, Piero beat everyone on the mass sprint, what means the general classification is still lacking the last one. Piero leads 13 seconds on Raul, 30 on Fefe, 31 on Ivar and Jakub. So everyone is still very close, except for Evert and Sergio, that are already out.
No big surprises there, except seeing Jakub a little bit distant there, but let's see. We're definitely still focusing and trying to get this GC right now and to try and get the points of this group because this is going to be close.
In the moment Emea crosses the line, we are going to and I will really quick sum the points so we can have a result as soon as we could.
Okay, so Flynn then leaves Pereira Aquarius. So Flynn.
So general classification goes to Aquarius P3. No, tank P3. No, sorry. It is the tank P3 in the general classification? I don't understand. They were the same.
Don't understand how Flynn didn't seem to improve at all. I mean,
because the tank took the intermediate sprint. Clutch. No gap for Flynn. No gap for Flynn. Yes.
What? Sorry?
No gap for Flynn. Everyone
Oh
is
my god, that's just criminal, borderline criminal. And
out.
that also means that Carlos might be out.
Carlos is out for sure because the tank takes the sprint. The general Aquarius takes some points on the sprint, but takes 0 points on the mountain. What means the tank is in. Aquarius is out for top.
What a dramatic
I
finish.
don't know if someone else passes. I guess
What
best overall.
in this round, what is this, round 2?
Yeah, and Flynn probably is also on the fight. They are the three tied more or less. The tank takes it. I'm almost sure.
Flynn did win a stage. I don't know if he gets fourth or not, but one best fourth still passes, I believe.
Yeah, but the tank takes P5 in points and P2, while Flynn takes a P3 and a P4.
No, but the tank is third place.
Yes, the tank is third place, 20 points. I'm summing it really, really fast. Let me see it. Yeah, no, it's...
While you sum that, I'm going to open the interviews with Twan382.
I'm
I
going
know
to...
he loves it when I use the numbers.
I need to go really fast, but yeah, it's going to be the
So
top.
we haven't
I'm
finished the
sure.
final stage yet.
What? Sorry, Twan?
You're still 120k out in the final stage.
Oh, I thought you had already finished.
No,
How
I
is it
finished
going?
the first stage and then I realized there
How
was
is
a
it
run in a
going?
voice call, so I figured I would just join here.
How's it going? Yeah. Give us, tell us at least how is it going on the last one? Any
Well,
things happening?
it's going to be an interesting one. Groot is defending the overall lead, and Pierre is making a move in the breakaway with an attempt to bridge up on the third and second cat, I assume, and trying to overthrow the GC leader here. But we'll see if that is at all possible.
All right, we are still waiting to see if someone wants to be interviewed from this group because this group already finished.
Yeah.
What? Hey, Mayor? Let's see. I'm gonna check the lobby. I think there's still quite a few groups playing, so let me look at the results. Group A is finished. Extreme Chaos. Chaos, yes. Group B, I do not have fourth stage yet, so I assume it's still going, or at least there's no screenshot yet. Same for Group C. I believe this was the group where, yeah, Leo Falandri raped everyone and their mom. 1 KOM, 1 point, 1 GC with a 2-minute 42 lead to Shadow and 2:55 to Benyong. Mirupa was fourth, 3-4. 1 fourth stage, 1 third stage, 1 second stage, and naturally 1. Oh no, second on the first stage. Something he didn't win. Let's see who arrives. It's Finn. Hello, Finn.
Hello.
You were in group. Which group? Tell us.
Group D, but I'm out.
Hold on, let me go check the results. Oh yeah, that was a massacre. So I know Leo passes. Do we know the other two?
I'm not quite sure, but I think it's Leo, Shadow, and I'm not sure who's the third. It might
I'm
be
wondering.
Benyong or Miru.
Or Miru, yeah, that's my doubt as well. So tell us, what went wrong for you?
The TTT I kind of choked a bit. I died with one rider with 500 to go, so I lost like 10 seconds there. But then the second stage, I still can't believe what happened there. I mean, you guys can imagine that Danya Miko ratted the whole stage.
Really?
I mean, he won the TTT with 5 seconds, and then Miru attacked early cause he lost time in the TTT. He Choke was last, I think, or Benyong was last, but he was before last or something like this.
Okay, primarily, what happened to you? Because I see you lost like 26 seconds to Miro.
In the second stage, I tried to Leo attacked early. He won with like 2 minutes or 1.5, and I tried to follow attack by Miru at like 3 to go to get a gap on the other guys and be in the top 3. I kind of mismanaged my energy there and lost all guys that attacked. I attacked from behind again, and so I lost time to all. And on last stage, I tried something. I tried to follow a Leo attack, but my energy was again not the best. So I died and wasn't really able to recover in his wheel. I kind of sucked his wheel there because I had 0 energy, 0 red and 0 yellow, but I didn't recover it. I don't know why. And then we got caught, and yeah, I was fucked there.
At least this group proved once more that if Miko chases breaks, he loses. If Miko's wheel sucks, he loses. Always within the world.
And he completely sucked the second stage.
I see though that you did have a podium on stage 3, 44 seconds behind Leo. Was that a fun stage?
Yeah, it was kind of fun stage. We had Hilling attacking the whole way, and then like got caught. But again, of course, Leo attacked and no one followed. Also, there Miko read a lot. He played today. Yeah, I was pretty angry on him. I like everyone in the lobby, Miro as well. I think if I read right in the chat and everything, yeah, it was just he played like an idiot today.
All right, so Miku went from stupidly chasing breaks to not moving at all, I guess. Interesting news. Hello, Emma. Meanwhile, let me check if we have any updates on other results. We seem to have some shy players today, but the truth is, some groups haven't finished yet, from what I understand as well. Piero Chaka was leading the GC on Group I, followed by Roland and Fefe. Ivar fourth. That's all pretty close yet. Jakob same time. Group H we have, I don't know what we have here. Nothing. Yeah, exactly nothing. No screenshot, no info, just exports. We'll go to Group G,
Yeah,
where we have.
I will go again. I have to support.
Yeah, thank you for being here, Flynn, and best of luck for the rest of the championships.
Yeah, thanks. See you.
See you. No info on Group G as well. Okay, we have final results of Group A. Drama unfolded, and it turns out, as expected, obviously, that Preva wins. After that great race, he did 260 points. Second place is Dinley, 161 points. Third place is the Tank, 116 points, 14 only more than fourth place Flynn, 102. Fifth place Aquarius, 90 points. He ended up having the possibility to be third on the last stage, ended up dropping to fifth. Luan is sixth with 61 points. And Captain Blind, that could have been me playing that lobby, by the way, can't stress that out long enough, was last with 11 points. So we have Group A closed. I don't see any of those guys coming for interviews except maybe Aquarius, but he is not here, so I assume he's not coming. We are still waiting on the other groups to finish. So we see if we can get some reactions. Still no final results on H. Still no final results on G.
Yeah, we're
Believe
still
we have
72k out. Group is streaming the group. If you want to watch.
Okay, I'll take a look at that actually, so I can keep the viewers updated. Because there's still several groups going, and that's why we have no people here for interviews yet. So let's see. Groot. Yes, I do have him here. And let's take a peek. Emma, can you put his stream live while we wait for some groups to end? I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link. It's Groot's stream for Group G, right, Twan?
PCM has crashed.
Oh, never mind then. That's not a good thing. Let's move to Timzowski. Timzowski then. I think they are still playing as
Okay,
well.
he tells us not to wait.
It's over actually. Let's see. Timzowski is third on the GC, so he might pass. Phil Pixel actually won. We'll wait on confirmation. Let me just call Joe to see if he can come here. Joe, I mean Tim's. Let's see if they come.
We are headed toward the intermediate sprint.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
dropped and well, his full GC ruined now. In our group, it is Tetrix with 2 riders in the front group, and then
Wait, I thought you guys had crashed.
yeah, but TCM told us to go, so we're going again.
It was what, sir?
TCM told us to go again because
Okay.
it would take too long.
Wait, then I'm going to give the stream to Emil to put it on air, so that we can have it on while we wait, and then later while we do the interviews. It's this one, and this is group what one? G?
G, yes.
Okay, group G, thank you. So, I'm gonna comment from the IMA stream to not have a delay, or actually if I can stream it here to Discord to be on point with what we're watching on IMA. Meanwhile, I'm already keeping an eye on it. I see Groot in yellow. Nice results for him.
Certainly. He deserved to pass as well, the only one who had the balls to actually race on
What is your
the
current
fifth
GC?
stage. I am in second. It is Pierre in third, Ghosty in fourth, and
Oh.
Jijs in fifth, but Jijs is dropped.
There's a fight for the intermediate sprint there.
Yeah, Pointshirts is still up for grabs.
I know that Timzowski is coming to interviews as soon as he has results, so we are waiting on that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put the link of Groot's stream on the chat. Someone wants to follow that while we wait for other groups to finish. So a lot of groups finishing a lot later than Group A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had quite a few bugs and stuff.
Okay. Never mind. We finally have Group G live on the IMA stream. So you can delete that message, Emma, that I put in the chat, because that's just gonna confuse a lot. So, Tuan, talk us through this. I know you were saying your GC, but I didn't hear. What's your GC?
Okay, so it is Groot leading. I'm in second place. I'm nearly a minute behind. Then you have Pierre a minute 25 behind, so a good half a minute behind me. Very close by it is Ghosty, and then it is Jijs who got dropped. You also have TCM, who has unfortunately for him disconnected, and then Tetrix, who has been out of it since the TTT.
Oof. So let's see if this stage becomes as crazy as the one that we had in Group A. Yes, I have the confirmation that Daniel Miko is out, so the gods of PCM are in a good mood today.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out that today, instead of break chasing, he will suck the entire tour. So
Really
this
amazing.
just proves what? Sorry.
truly amazing.
Yes.
They changed
So
the character. Did
this,
someone check the IP?
yeah, I hope someone did, but this just proves one thing: if he chases breaks, he loses. If he will sucks, he loses. Daniel Miko in a nutshell.
So he just has to go for whichever one he prefers.
I guess he prefers to chase breaks unless this experience was gratifying for him because I think it was like seventh or something
Yeah, that's
in the
painful.
GC.
That's very painful.
Either fifth or seventh, something like that. No, not seventh, fifth, I think, fifth or sixth, but still very low.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 30 kilometers to go.
Yes.
Are those all leaders, the guys in the front?
Yes, they are.
Oof, interesting ending then.
Yeah, gotta stay attentive toward these attacks because you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, naturally. Do your thing. I'm just Tetric's point of view. I love Groot's overlays.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that they cover half of the screen. I mean, I don't think the second one was needed, but so 5 men here. I see Groot. I see Twan. I see German dude.
Yeah, it's ghosting.
Oh, it's Ghosty. I see French dude
It's
who is
Pierre.
attacking, and
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why Ghost isn't following. He needs to beat Pierre.
I don't know who's the green jersey.
It's Tetrix.
Oh. Okay, so Tuan also moves, trying to catch E1. Let's see if Ghosty finally moves. He does with Groot, and 25-second distance, around 20 kilometers, I think, to go. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we have that confirmed. Let's just see if I can get an image change here. No, we're at the source, so okay, bear with us. Meanwhile, Gap is still going, 42 seconds. This might be a very, very winnable move if no one reacts. Pierre's still going. I don't see any cooperation in the peloton.
Yeah, because
Well,
there's none.
the favorite scoop, obviously. And there goes Twan, followed by Groot. Let's see who responds. It's Green Dude, Tetrix, yes. And
Yes.
Ghosty once again arrives. Um, Contrary to real life, these constant attacks will be a good way to close a break, but one needs to manage his energy well to not be
Mm-hmm.
dead after it. And there goes Tetrix not attacking. Groot follows. Groot is all over the place, trying to follow every single attack. And we have Pierre joining as well, yet again. As we see, I don't know who was that following Tuan.
It's TCM's AI, I guess.
Oh, nice. You have a breakmate then.
No. I'll just not comment because of course I'm way ahead of the stream.
Yeah, I don't, because I'm just watching with the usual stream delay. And there we have Green Dude. Oh, Tetrix, yes, joining back again. But everyone is back together. Is it only 6 guys here?
Only 6 people are currently in. Actually, TCM is not one of them I'm counting. Like, Jijs is behind. He's dropped. He's minute 50 back. He just got completely shafted.
What
On the
happened there?
hills.
Okay.
I don't know, bad energy management, I guess.
And there goes Groot already with 53, 54 seconds. I can't see the kilometers because Groot's image is not always the best, but he takes the win. Sprint for second goes Tuan. Is it Tuan? It's Tuan.
Yes.
And then Ghosty, and then Pierre.
Thank God I got rid of this lobby.
I don't know if our
Like,
guild was
even
Pierre.
managed to pass it. That was ridiculous.
Pierre, no, it was Tetrix fourth, Pierre fifth, and TCM's AI sixth. So
That
this
was
concludes this group. I'm being pinged for some bizarre reason.
So what
Oh.
happens on the third stage is Groot goes on the first climb, which, I mean, it should just be a death sentence, shouldn't it?
Okay, so Tuan, finally, let's hear you. I think you passed second place on GC, second on this
Yeah.
stage. I don't know the secondary jerseys,
Yeah,
but
I
tell
should
us,
pass.
what's the story of this group?
Well, you have the first stage, team time trial, TCM bugs, very annoying, or crashes. But like, it's alright. A few seconds difference between everyone, except Tetrix, who lost a minute and is basically out of GC already, unless he does some crazy shit. But I mean, we've grown accustomed to his playstyle, so we know this won't happen. So he's out. Second stage, no one is really able to get away. So we had to a final sprint. I think it was actually Tatrix that went on the attack, which was quite surprising. I was quite surprised that we managed to reel him back in as well. And then on the third stage, in the valley, everyone forgot what relay is, and it was just a shambles. It was absolutely ridiculous what happened there. But yeah, I'm through. Not my problem anymore.
So another round, another round that you actually pass. What's the goal here now that you're in round 3?
I mean, I just hope to go as far as possible. I mean, in PCM Italia, we both saw that not exactly final material, but I can manage.
I was
So,
actually gonna say there's quite the strong competition still left on tour. We had an amazing race in Group A with Giuseppe Pereira with authority winning the group. I believe Dinley second, and the third guy was the tank. So there's still a lot of good people here. Like you said, things didn't exactly go that well for you in the final of PCM Italia Road Cup. But do you think you can reach a final here?
I'm not sure. It all depends on like what groups I get.
All right. Thank you, Tuan. Wait, hold on. I'm getting some. All right. So we are. Thank you, Tuan, for coming. We are gonna close the stream because pretty much the group's finished late and we have no more interviews to do. There's no point in prolonging the stream at this point. I want to thank everyone for being here. Those watching, those participating. It has been a fun World Championship. Thank you to Emel. Thank you to Gifiti. I'll see you all. I don't think there will be a broadcast tomorrow. I'm not sure. I will probably see you all in the flash interviews for Friday's round 2 of inline, where I will be participating. Until then, everyone take care. Good night.